there any more stairs.
We have green tea, coffee, and espresso. We have a fridge. How big is it? Water.
You got a few more?
Let's see, all lights on. Is that it? Ooh, so windy.
Plus meron pa, there's still curry after this. This is the highlight of the show. Ay. What is that one? Yeah. last night in Tokyo. Ah, it's hot. I'm undressing my hand.
Good, right?
That's pretty good. That's really good.